Wow. It is so tough. It's so difficult. Wow. It is so tough. It's so difficult doing this from the cell phones and then trying to figure out in the intro if the music is playing and all this other stuff. I'm laughing at myself. I know you guys, you just heard the feedback because I didn't shut this down quickly enough. All right, we're on cell phone data right now, all the way today, I think. And so if we start to buffer, hang in there with me. We'll see how it goes. We'll make adjustments as need be. But we probably will freeze up. I mean, we're all data today, right? No internet. I cut off the internet because we kept getting those interruptions the last few live streams. And so let's see how this works. I loaded it up. I loaded up a lot of data on the phone, you know, so we shouldn't have a problem. We got something like 64 bazillion megabytes or whatever it is of data. I'm not sure. It costs $10. I don't know how long it's going to last. I got the unlimited plan from Smart. So we'll see. I got the plan that doesn't expire. Oh, so before I get started on what the day was like today, I want to go over something that I'd forgotten about, but a friend showed me this trick. You guys probably already know it because you're smart, but I want to talk about this for a moment. So look at, it's amazing how many cups of coffee that you can get out of this out of this small little pouch of Nescafe Classic, which is very, very inexpensive here in the Philippines. And it says on the package that you get 24 cups. I know I'm getting more cups than that out of that small pouch, but it's amazing. But I remembered something. I kept noticing that the flavor of the coffee wasn't right. And I remembered a trick that James from Sacramento, a friend of mine, told me about. And that is that if you take cold water and you mix it with the crystals, you mix it with the powder of the crystals before adding the hot water, then you're going to get a smoother tasting cup of coffee. Because what ends up happening is the crystals get burned if you pour the hot water directly on top of the crystals, or you add the crystals to the cup of boiling hot water. So there, something you've already learned from Dan today. If you didn't already know it, right? Yay! I wish I had soundtrack, but you know, I'm doing this on the, I didn't bring my laptop, so what can I say? I didn't want to carry anything heavy. I just left all that stuff at home, but we did bring the cell phone. So I got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 right here in front of me. You can see my studio. It's set all across this little table on little stands that I got from the little gadget store. And so I could see everything that's going on. Let's see who all's in the chat. Let me bring up the chat and see who's here. Let's see. Let's see who stopped by to say hi. We had Manolin Reyes. We've got Lorraine Pajadas, Laurice Jusset, the Crystal, I want to say Crystal Adventure, the Krispy Kreme Donut Lady. We got journals. Anna Mae Reyes is here. Melanie Calapayan, I had a little chat with her, said, don't be late because we're going to draw. We're going to have a contest. We're going to have 3 200 peso winners. That's 3 people will walk away with pesos 200 today. You guys know how I roll. We're going to be using the Google random number generator. We'll generate a number from the grouping of minimum 1 to 50. And then I will put start in the chat. And that's when you'll start guessing what the number that the random generator selected. If you're the first person to put that number up there in the chat before I enter stop, then you're going to win. But we have discovered that there are delays, right? That my visual on this screen here that I'm looking at on the cell phones may not come out the same way because of the delay. And so there's a second or second and a half or 2-second delay, which means that it may not be exactly the same thing that I'm looking at that you're looking at. So in order to solve that problem, you are going to pick the winner. You're going to say, oh, Dan, so-and-so had this number first and they're the winner. And that's how we're going to determine it. And if we have any disagreements, which we haven't had any, but if we have any, we'll sort them all through, we'll sort them out through Messenger. That's how we're going to handle that. So 3 people will walk away winners at pesos 200 each. Once you win, though, you're out. You can't guess again, because we're going to try and spread the wealth. That's how we roll here at Dan and Minnie's Journey. That's how we roll here at the channel. We want to spread the wealth. That's what we're all about. Cheers. Let me take a sip of this fine coffee. All right, so I want to repeat that. You take cold water and you mix the crystals with cold water first, just a little teeny tiny bit. You make it into a little slushy, right? And then you pour the hot water on top from your hot water kettle. And then you get this beautiful tasting cup of coffee, not the burnt flavored coffee. Yeah. I'm going to talk about our day. It's kind of exciting, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about something else, right? Oh, I did the magic cube thing. You know how I did that, right? Yeah. If you guys went in and you saw that a few people have been experimenting with their applications on their phone, and they're doing, and so they figure out how to videotape it going forward and what it will look like in reverse. So when you reverse it, so if you have an application like Filmora Go, I think it's called, or from Filmora Pro, which is the one that I use on my phone. I do all my video editing on there. I don't use the laptop. I know it's strange, but I don't. Then, you know what I did? I just played around with the cube when it was brand new, and then reversed the video, and it came out the way that it did. So I hope you enjoy that. And then to make it fun, I had to add in the ASMR sound, and it really was generated from this cube. So you might not be able to hear it, but if I start twisting this around, you're going to start hearing the noise that it makes. If I twist it too much, it's probably going to break. I'll probably end up breaking it. So I'm just going to set this aside, and I'm not playing with it anymore. I'm just going to use it as a paperweight. So the other thing that I was talking about, oh, I was supposed to have a video up today or yesterday. And this was a visit that Minnie and I, we were going to have a museum day. And so we were going to go and visit some museums here in Cebu. We had 3 or 4 lined up, but I could not get through even the first museum visit because it was so fascinating. And some of you probably have been there. If you live or if you visited Cebu, you probably did the same thing that we did. We went to the Casa Gordo Museum, and it is absolutely fabulous. And I got so wrapped up in learning about Filipino culture, and also about they have some displays there from the colonial period that I was absolutely fascinated with. I don't know how to put this together for you because they restricted me. You know, when I went in, they say, oh, we kind of know that you want to videotape for your YouTube vlog, Mr. Dan, but we don't allow it in here. And so you're going to have to put together your story in pictures. So I had to do a series of pictures, and then those have to be, you know, cropped and edited into a video, which is going to take some time. In fact, I've already spent a few hours on it. And I don't mind putting the time in. But the thing I wanted to let you know is, and this kind of like, it does hurt me a little bit, and I'll tell you what. As I was discussing with Anna Mae a little bit earlier today, that rhymes, huh? I was talking to Anna Mae earlier today, and what we were talking about was how we're so close to getting that first salary check from YouTube, that first earned check from you guys watching the ads. And as you know, because I've talked about it before, if you watch those ads all the way through, all those videos, right? I know you guys have been putting your time, because I could see the revenue stream increase. So we're $5 away from the $100. And you remember what I promised, right? I promised that if I end up getting that $100, it goes in your pocket. And so what we'll end up doing is, we'll end up, what is that? 5,000 pesos, give or take, right? No, I need a little bit of money built in there for Dan, for a couple of San Miguel lights. So I know the exchange rate right now is almost hitting 59. And so at 59 to 1, that's 5,900 pesos. That's quite a bump. But I'm going to share 5,000 of it with you, and that will be in the form of 1,000 pesos winners. And how we're going to do that is the same way we are doing it now. We're going to use the random number generator from Google because it's fun for me and easy. And you know how lazy I can be. And so I don't have to do duck races or spin a wheel or do anything like that, right? And also, a couple of people are having giveaways where I am partially sponsoring. I'm one of the sponsors of the giveaways. And there might be more, but the two that come to mind are Mabel Torres, and the other one that comes to mind is Mertz, Pacquiao Mertz. Mertz is going to be for the August giveaway, not the July. I won't have any extra money until mid-July, I think. I think I looked at my budget and I said, yeah, okay, I have to wait. I have to wait till I get my pension check, and then we'll start distributing money out. Who else is here? All right, let's see. We have 13 million people in the house. I don't know why we only have 13 million when I'm going to be giving away 15. When I'm going to be giving away. No, I'm not giving away 15 million people. I'm giving away 200 pesos to the first winner. That's going to happen any minute using this random number generator. And I don't know, maybe 1 to 50 is too much. Maybe it's too large, Maybe for the people that come early to the live stream, we need to give you some kind of a benefit. And so maybe for the first one, we might do from 1 to 25, and that will increase your odds of winning. Does it? Or is it random? One of you mathematicians out there, could you kind of send me a message? No, Dan, it's random. Or you can tell me, no, you're right. It increases the chances of somebody winning. I'm not sure. In my head, I'm thinking that it does, right? But anyway, let's see. Well, I said hello to a few people, but I'm leaving a lot of people hanging. Yen Arena's here. Charmaine is here. Pressy Santos is here. Larice, just say, oh yeah, I said hello to Larice already. How can you ignore the fact that she is the Krispy Kreme donut queen, that she loves them, right? I have Rona Cease here. Rona, always a pleasure seeing you. Lorraine Pajaras. Hey, Lorraine, is Pajaras, do you have a second channel name? Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. I don't know why I'm even thinking about it. Moelma's here. Journals is in the house, ready to win some money. Journals is here. And if I apologize if I have failed to acknowledge your presence. I'll catch up with you. I'll try and catch up with you pretty soon. Anyway, a lot of people because I've talked about it in the chats before and also in the videos that we're going to be going to Manila soon. So we're kind of like hopping all over the place on this particular journey. On this particular Dan and Minnie's journey, we are hopping all over the Philippines. We don't really know where we're going to end up because we don't really have a plan, but we already have the airline tickets. Some of you know this because I have already contacted you. I said, hey, I'd like to see you if it's possible when we're up there in Manila. And so this time we'll be traveling to you, though. If we get a chance to see anyone, we'll be traveling. Mammy and I will hop the bus. We'll leave the driving to us, and we'll come find you instead of you finding us the last time. I like to make things as least complicated as we possibly can. And also I was talking about, where we're going to be staying. So yeah, let me go over this. I want to talk about this one more time. So we're staying at a place that absolutely is amazing, I mean, it's a very, very basic place, right? But it's only probably about 23 square meters or so. So I don't know how many square feet is that, 200 square feet or something. But the whole thing is, it's amazing. it's almost brand spanking new. It was only 15,000 per month, 15,000 Philippine pesos, which is about 250 or $260 for the month, plus electric. And then we also had free water. So they gave up the water, but we're on a meter, we're on a sub meter. So it's so convenient when they do things this way. You know, you can't imagine how happy we are because no one wants to go through the hassle. We're only here for a month, but we needed a deal for we needed the long-term deal. I'll be frank with you. You know, when you go journals, when you go and you stay at the motel or the hotel, right? And you're traveling, they don't cut you any breaks. They just don't cut you any breaks. They know you're touristy, and so they're jamming you up for charges all along the way. And so, being that I'm Economy Dan, you know, that's my new name. Being that I'm Economy Dan, then well, you know, we're looking for economy stays. And the reason why this works so well is because if I can save a little bit of money on the room, then that's more money it gives me to share with you all. And I know that I don't give away a ton of money, you know, that, you know, but I give away a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way at certain times, right? I mean, times are getting a little bit tougher here in the Philippines, and they definitely are if you're in the States. I've talked to you. I do apologize. I don't want to kill anybody's dream, but I do owe you an apology if I have. If you're one of the ones I've been talking to on the chat lately, you know, in Messenger, whatever, where I've said that you don't want to go to the United States right now. Nothing's happening there. The whole place is falling apart. You know, listen, you don't have to take my word for it. You could go there and find out for yourself. You know, you only be working 12 or 15-hour days and paying $3,000 a month in rent. Listen, who wouldn't love that kind of a deal, right? who wouldn't love having to do that? And we're talking American monies now. We're not talking pesos. Now, I was shocked, and I'm a little bit embarrassed, but I was shocked when Anna Mae sent me a message, and she was talking a little bit about how our monthly budget, our household budget in Bye Bye City, right? It's large, very large in comparison to, you know, what their budget is in terms of their monthly rent and things like that. And I realize that because I walk down the street and I see, you know, people renting rooms for 2,000, 2,500 pesos per month, which is the equivalent of 50 American dollars. And I don't know what they look like, and I'm kind of afraid to go and explore what they look like, quite frankly, you know, because I don't want to be swayed, you know. I'm living sort of like Manny and I were living sort of like we emulate a Western lifestyle of living here in the Philippines. And even though I've adapted very well to Filipino culture, probably because, you know, because of my own background, my own heritage, which some of you know, you know, we're used to this cultural standard of living, if you will. I don't know if I said that properly or not. I'm jumping all over the place. I started talking about the Casa Gorodo Museum and how I was so impressed with it that we're going to do a video on it. But you have to really, really go there because it shows you how the wealthy lived in the Philippines back in the colonial era, the pre and the post-colonial era. And I think you need that. They probably teach this in school here in the Philippines, but you probably need that experience to see, you know, the artifacts that they put together to recreate that museum for that period of time. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And so Filipina Raquel TV is here. I appreciate you being here. Charmaine is here. Filipina Raquel and Charmaine being huge supporters, along with most of you, actually. Anna G is here. Anna G is in the house. Thanks so much for being here. I'm missing people. Crystal Adventures is here. I'm missing friends, and so I don't know where they disappeared to, but every once in a while, right, I see somebody's name pop up, and then I'll get a little teary-eyed because they were here way, way in the beginning, and then life takes over and responsibility takes over, and life takes over, and so you don't get a chance to come here or tell me how you're doing as often as you used to. But if you're listening in the background, just know for sure that Dan is thinking about you. I'm thinking about you and how you're doing, even though I don't see your name. Marion is here. Marion Salonga. It's always nice to see Marion. But I'll start thinking, man, I wonder what your life is like right now. Dale Kim is here. How are you? Des is here from Dez's channel. Hi, Des. How are you? You have a birthday coming up. Mary Lou, let me give you a jacket so that you're not cold. Add as moderator. There you go. You're all taken care of. Dez's channel. Des has a birthday coming up. Mary Lou is now blue. Melanie Calapian, I know, is here looking for a win. Journey Line is here. Let's do Journey Line too. If I make you moderators, then I don't have to worry about the bot thing, You guys will take care of me. Joanne Cruz, Team Trudy is here. Let's see. Well, Nicole is here. Hi, Nicole. Shane is here. Letty Me, how you be? Yeah, I'm already way, way behind in the chat, trying to catch up. Annie MC. I'm already way behind. So like I said, I have all these phones in front of me. And thank you so much, Marlou. You're number one. Don't ever change. Philippine Raquel is saying, yeah, my love is renting only a house with his brother in USA, and it's a 2-bedroom house. Yeah, so the apartment that Minnie and I were living in prior to coming here to the Philippines is now for rent, but the rent has gone down a little bit. So there's a little bit of equity occurring there, right? But it is still very, very expensive. And so is that apartment that we were living in worth the kind of money that they're asking? Absolutely not. They're opportunists taking advantage of the working folks, Mike, married to a beautiful woman, is here. Yeah, so we're only $5 away from that $100. Joan Cruz. So we're only $500 away from that $100, which equates to 5,000 pesos. And as promised, I want to give it away, right? But how can I give it away? You gotta, unless I get it into that bank account. The Silent Fury is here from Sacramento, California. Silent Fury is getting a jacket. Very good friend, a very close friend from Sacramento, California in the house. Mike saying hello to everybody. I know I'm far behind. Yeah, we're gonna give that money away as long as I get it in my wallet. But how? Now, certainly, if you go to Filipina Raquel's channel, you know how hard she's been working, pushing it out. And a lot of you have been doing that, but stay the course, I guess is what I want to say. Stay the course. Menge's here. Pressy Manzanero is in the house. Stay the course, and let's get that $5 in that bank account. Let's get the rest of it done. And I know it's painful. Believe me, I know. Oh, I got to go watch another one of Dad's videos. I can't skip the ads. Pain and suffering will occur. Let's see what Mike says. A 300 square foot apartment in Toronto, Canada goes for 4K Canadian dollars. It's crazy, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's not crazy, it's insane, Mike. Crazy is an understatement, right? Megan, thanks so much for being here. All right, enough talk, right? We're 28 minutes into the stream. Let's go ahead and draw a winner, right? So all of you, let's go over the rules again. You only get one guess, one, from the channel that you're here using. No ninja channels. Listen, if you use a ninja channel, I'm going to find out about it. Somebody's going to turn you in. They'll go to your Facebook page. They'll surveil you, and they will tell me you cheated. So don't cheat. You only get one guess per person. That's how we roll here. Jason's in the house. 22 million people. Beautiful. Okay, so don't do it. Do not embarrass yourself. Do not embarrass me by making me call you out on your scam. You only have one guess per person. We're using the random number generator because we have 25 people in the house. Let's see. Mark is here. Hi, Mark. Crystal's other half. Good to see you, Mark. Okay, so now I am going to do it up to 50 now. I'm going to do it up to 50. It's 1 to 50. The rule is one guess per person. And you have to wait until I put start in the chat before you guess. And what I do is I hit the random number generator and it's set up for 1 to 50. I'm going to show you right now. I have to set it up. I hope Man Mini's phone doesn't tank on me. But there, see, oh wait, there, let's see. I think you're going to have to take my word for it, right? That it's 1 to 50, because I'm not sure you're going to be able to see. You can see barely, you can make out the number it's showing on the screen right now. But you'll have to take my word that it's set up for 1 to 50. Okay, so that's what you're going to be guessing. So now I'm going to generate a number right now. There's 25 million people in the house right now. And the first person to put in the chat the number that the generator selects, it's just like duck races. You know, it's just like duck races. You know, it's random. And so that's how it works. All right, so I'm going to select the number right now. I'm hitting the generate button. All right, I have a number. And I'm putting start in the chat. So when you see that start come up, because I know there's a delay, you start guessing. And then I will put a stop in here. All right, so I don't know if the numbers have gone by. I haven't been paying attention. 29 million people here wanting to win the 200 pesos. And here you go. The stop has been entered. All right, so everything on your side in between the start and the stop in the chat, those are going to be the ones. The first person that posts this number, which is number 19. Number 19 is today's winner if we have it in the chat. Minnie Snow is here. Hi, Minnie Snow. Thanks for being here. Charmaine. All right, so all of you that are here, you get a guess. You get one guess. But if you win, you have to set the next two out. The next two. Oh, I see we're getting the buffering a little bit, but we came back really fast. All right, buffering. All right. What? No winners? Are you kidding me? No winners? You mean we have to do it again? Crystals, are you prepared to win tonight? There are no winners so far. All right. Let's try it again. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm generating the number now. I have the number. And when you see the start in the chat, start guessing again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I believe we have a winner. I think I saw a number go by. All right, I think I saw this number go by. I wouldn't know. Who's here? Raindale. Raindale, let me give you moderator. Let me get you a jacket so that you're not cold. That you're true blue, just like everybody else in the chat. All right, here's the winning number. Are you ready for it? The winning number is 12. 12. 12 is the winning number. Do we have a winner in between the start and the stop? I see Jason below the stop line on my end. So, congratulations to Anna G. Anna G wins. Anna G is tonight's winner. But Anna G, you remember, was it you that on one of the wins, right? On one of the previous wins, did I not have a headache trying to get you your money? So make sure that whoever has Anna G's Gcash, let's see, number, Anna G, can you send it to me in Messenger? Joycey's here, Joyce. Let me give you a jacket, Joyce. How many people do we have here? 26 million people here. Anna G is the winner. So Anna G, send me that number so that I have it, so I don't panic, because I deliver right after the show. I go and I send the money out. Do I have any complaints from any of you of lost money? Do I have any complaints? Mandolin Reyes wishes you congratulations, Anna G. So Joyce has a jacket now. She's true blue. Anna G is our first winner. Okay, so now the next one, Anna G, you have to sit out because them are the rules. I know it was Jason had that number, but you didn't have it first, right? Des, Anna G's the winner. Anna G was the first one. PM Sensor Dan, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. All right, now, what are we going to talk about? Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Now I remember. You know, we're talking about Manila. And so now, here's the thing, right? Every once in a while, we like to pamper ourselves by staying in a nice place. And so a while ago, we had done a video, probably it's been more than a year. We were in Mall of Asia. We were in MOA in Manila, that area, Pasig or Pasay? Which area is that in? And we stayed at Citadines Hotel. Well, that is not an inexpensive adventure. That is not. By the way, Mark is he's amazing. You know, they work as a team. When I was there visiting them, I got to tell you something. Those two are the most unique. I mean, everybody should be working as a team, right? Sometimes it's a struggle, right? Those two are working like a team, you know, like they are connected at the hip. Like one person starts a sentence and the other one ends it. That's how closely they work together. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It is so impressive. So I just wanted to throw out that observation, and perhaps it might be taken as a compliment. Every couple should be like Crystals and Mark. Every couple should be that way. It's a struggle. Relationships can be a struggle, you know. All right, what are we doing next? Talking about how one time we stayed at Citadines. So now when we were there, so Mamina, she's not so sure about this. We've had conversations about this, right? But have you guys ever heard of the YouTube channel Grandpa Vlogger? I'm not sure he's putting out as many videos as he used to before, right? Jasmine's birthday, the 19th, and Dez's birthday is 1 week. Yep. Can I I did not answer. LOL. Let's see. Yeah, one will sneeze and the other says bless you. Exactly. One says jump and the other one is how high while they're in the air, right, Mike? That's how they roll in that household. It's absolutely amazing. Mike, they got a working car. This thing, it runs as smooth as a Timex. I am not kidding you. They took us around, they took us around to hang out at the mall and stuff like that. They picked us up, took us over to the resort we were staying at. I got to tell you something. Those two are amazing. That car is impressive. Mark, he's some kind of mechanical engineering genius, right? He tells me that they rebuilt that car. I guess that's what he does. That's what they do. They work on small engines. They work on engines. No engine is probably too big or too small for those two to get together on, So it's very impressive, I mean, it's pretty amazing. I could hardly wait to see him again. I'm not sure that we are going to be able to make our way there again. We might be able to. We'll be coming to Manila for 2 weeks from the 16th and wherever it ends. The 30th, I guess, would be 2 weeks. But here's the thing I was going to say. I was so impressed by learning about the colonial period and some other parts of Cebu culture, Cebuano, is that what they call it? You folks from Cebu, that it makes me want to discover more. And that Baguio City would be the place to go. Well, in order to get to Baguio City, everybody knows you got to go through, you see Daisyland, you got to go see Daisyland and Trix, right, and their family, and then you go see Filipina Raquel. I'm just thinking in my mind the geography, and then you go and see Mark, and you go see Crystals, and you go north and you see Tox, and you go further north. I have this all in my head. Can it be done? And then you come back down, and some kind of way you got to make a crossing across Luzon and get over to where Pinky Gray is. And if I could, it would be a dream to be able to make that trek, to be able to see all those people. But if I'm able to do it, we'll do it. I mean, we'll do it. I mean, but I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, that's a lot of bus time, That's a lot of bus time. But the whole thing is, that journey that goes up through there, through San Fernando, and then through Pangasinan and all that. Do I have it right? Do I have my geography right? Let's see. What's south? Is Pangasinan north of Pampanga? Yeah, I believe so. San Fernando? Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, that's beautiful country, because the last time I went through there was nothing there. It was all farmland. And so to go through there the last time we were visiting Mark and Crystals was absolutely amazing. It was very impressive. It is growing so fast, and there are so many foreigners there, right? There's so many foreigners. But now I'm all over the place. 21 million people in the house, probably some listening in the background. But the whole thing is I started talking about Manila, and when you go to Manila, to hang with the fellas, you want a little bit of, I don't know. I mean, if you want to stay, I mean, first of all, you wouldn't be able to find a place like this that we're staying in now. Absolutely not. I've never seen it, because, I mean, if you paid what we're paying for a month's worth of stay in Manila, you would be in some, place that rents rooms by the hour. You know what I'm talking about, right? They'd be off the stroll someplace. You'd go in there, it'd be a cockroach-infested, nightmarish mess, right? And there'd be banging on the walls and all this stuff happening, right? And you definitely don't want to do that, right? So, no, I'm not talking about I don't want to do it. I'm just saying I don't want to hear it, right? And so that means that you kind of have to step up your game a little bit when you go into Manila to hang with the fellas. And so that's kind of where my mindset is. And I'm sure, and when I mentioned it to Man Minnie, her eyes lit up, of course. She's like, well, I don't see any problem with that. She says, I don't see any problem with us enjoying our life in Manila, right? Especially if we're only going to be there for 2 weeks, give or take a day or two, and then we're gonna decide where we're gonna go. Now I'm gonna reveal the goal, okay? Just gonna tell you flat out what the goal is, so you know. From Manila, we're probably gonna be going to San Fernando for sure. We're gonna still be a little bit far away from Filipino Raquel and from Daisy Lynn. Uh, Daisy Lynn and Filipino Raquel, if there's got to be a way to meet them somewhere in the middle, you know, but or have that one of them come or have both of them come to set. I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult for people to move around, to be mobile, right? So it's asking a lot for somebody to travel to meet you as opposed to you meeting them. But anyway, but we're going to be close. We're going to be within 20 or 25 miles of Filipina Raquel and Daisy Lynn. I certainly would love to meet them. I certainly would love to. And so we're going to have to figure something out. But then after we do all this running around and stuff, then we're going to be probably we're going to end over. We're going to end over run. We're going to end up in Clark. But you see, here's the whole thing. Tim Desiak isn't going to be there. Yeah, I don't think Tim is even here. I think he's getting ready for his trip to Canada, right? But part of the plan was to hook up with one or two of the vloggers that are there in Pampanga. No, not those silly guys. Not this. Listen, not those guys. I'm talking about Tim and some of the other folks, right? The family friendly folks. I'm not saying that I wasn't going to be at Envy or what's that tequila place. I'm not saying I wasn't going to participate there, you know, but I will be there, right? I'll be hanging with the other folks. I'm just not going to videotape any of that interaction, right? I don't know what if I made myself look good or bad or what happened here, but I'll be hanging around at Envy, and I most likely will be looking around for Regular Guy to see if I can have a few moments of conversation with Regular Guy and a couple of the other popular Angeles City vloggers. But the whole idea is to leave the country from Clark Air Force Base, or the former Clark Air Force Base. The international airport out of Clark is easier to navigate than Manila. And so once you've done Manila a couple of times, you just yearn for peace and quiet and tranquility. And that is what Clark International Airport represents for me. You know, hassle-free travel experience. And so we'll be leaving the country and we'll be going to either Thailand first or Cambodia first, and maybe a country or two in between. So the idea is that we're going to be traveling to Cambodia for sure, to Siem Reap, because it's a lifelong dream to visit Angkor Wat, the pyramids of Angkor Wat. And I've got to do it. I've got to do it now while I'm still upright. I don't know if you can relate or not. Right? And then the other is to visit our friends that live in Thailand. You know, or to try and get the group together to go do an excursion, you know, a travel adventure. That's why we don't really know if we're going to Thailand first or we're going to Cambodia first. We may actually end up in Thailand and then come back to Cambodia. But then here's the dilemma. If you're doing Cambodia, then you might as well do Vietnam. And if you do Vietnam, and you're as cheap as I am, you wouldn't stay in Ho Chi Minh City, right? You would go to Da Nang. Well, Da Nang has a lot of history to it, you know, and there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to do in terms of, you know, history. And so the thing is that a lot of things to do and see in the countries. So it's a dilemma. You know, my wallet is going to dictate some of these moves that we're making. I have to think about it, man. Minnie has to think about it. Let's draw for another winner. Let's do another winner, okay? So let's do for Anna G is the first winner tonight with 200 pesos. I'm happy for Anna G. PHP 200. She already sent me her Gcash number. And now we're going for the second winner of the evening. 25 million in the house. We're going to still do, I decided we're still going to hang with 1 to 50. I'm setting it up here. I'm setting this up so that when I hit that start button, you guys start guessing. And you know the rules now, right? You know the rules, so there should be no misunderstanding. And if you're a latecomer, oh well, don't break the rules is all I could say. Ask your friend, what are the rules? I'm going to generate the number right now for the second winner of this live stream. Whoa, I have the number. Start guessing as soon as you see it in the chat. Do 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 do. Hey, are you guys guessing? Because my thing isn't even moving here on my screen. My chat isn't even moving. I can see nothing. So I'm going to put stop in the chat here, and we'll see if we have a winner. Because after all, you guys are the ones that are picking the winner. So check this out. Check this out. If I showed you my screen, it just says start and stop and nothing in between. So that didn't work out too well. So I'm going to go ahead and restart my live here. So that's done. And let me show you the winning number. And I hope we have a winner, Rona. All right, number 20 is the winning number. Do we have number 20 in the house? Is there a winner? I know, Marianne, it sucks to be me, really. Now all the numbers are showing up in the delay. All right, tell me if anybody has won. God repairs, what? Charmaine? Are you kidding me? Charmaine is the winner. Charmaine, congratulations. Congratulations. What a surprise. Charmaine wins PHP 200 for being an active participant of Dan and Minnie's journey. Charmaine, congratulations. Now, don't forget, I have none of my stuff here. I don't know, Charmaine, what your Gcash account number is. So make sure you PM me your Gcash number so I can send you out your winnings right away. As soon as this chat is over, as soon as this whole thing is over, this live stream, we're going to send out your winnings. So Anna G, number 1, Charmaine, number 2. Things are going just swimmingly. Let me get another cup of coffee. Delicious. Yeah, like I said, if you're using the crystals or the powder, no, not Crystal's Adventure. No, what you're going to do is you're going to mix it in cool water first. Yin Irene is here. Menge hanging in there. Larice is here, hanging in there with us. Wanted to win some money tonight. Where did Mel? Are you still with us, Mel? Are you listening in the background? All right, maybe this next time up is your chance of winning the big money. So I was going to talk about the rest of our day. So we did so today, the museum was a couple of days ago, right? I think. Oh, you PM me. Thanks, Charmaine. I appreciate it. So I got Charmaine's winning number, 20. And I got her Gcash number. Letting me hang in there. Your chance to win, Anna May, might be next. And so now let me tell you what it is. So today we had to, this is serious, so I want you to, if you can, lend an ear to this, right? So we had to get up, this is probably why I look so tired. So we had to get up really, really early this morning because we had to go down to the Social Security Services office. And if you're in Cebu, it's over there on Osmeña Boulevard. And so it's not really near the circle. It actually is about, I would say, a 10 or 15 minute walk from the circle. And how is it that I know that, Jason? I know that because we had to walk it because we should have got off when it made that turn, when the Jeep made the turn onto Osmina and was headed towards the circle. And I should have had my GPS on my phone working so that I would have known to get off in the corner. You know what corner I'm talking about? If you're in Cebu, there's a corner that has the Jollibee on one side of the street and the McDonald's on the opposite side. Right there at Osmina, and whatever that street is, I don't think it's Mango. What's the name of that street there? Mel, do you know? Maris is here. Hi, Maris. Thanks for coming. Hey, do you guys know what the name of that street is where the Jeep makes the right turn between those Jollibee and the McDonald's, right? It turns right and then heads toward Fuente Osmina Circle. Well, I should have gotten off right there, and I would have been fine with that because I was very, very much in need of another cup of coffee at that point. We got up, we showered, shaved, and did our business. We had to get out the door really, really fast to catch the Jeep to get down there because on Fridays, I don't know if it works this way 7 days a week, but for sure on Friday, nobody likes to work past noontime. And so I knew it opens at 7 a.m. in the morning, and that's because they're giving people numbers so they can queue them up. And so why were we there is what I want to talk about. So here's the thing. I'm encouraged, Mammy, I would encourage every single one of you that if you don't already have a pension where either you're working or you're self-employed and you sign yourself up, consider taking spare money and signing up for Social Security retirement under the voluntary plan. Bad.TV is here, Mildred's here. So they have a voluntary plan. And since Ma'am Minnie is a dual citizen, she is eligible for not only my Social Security in the States, but when she turns age 67, but she also has an opportunity that if she voluntarily pays in to the system here in the Philippines, then for a period of 10 years, she could start collecting it at age 60. But here's the problem, right? You have to have enough time between the time that you sign up and between the time that you turn age 60 in order to collect it. So if you're just 1 year missing right in there, if you're 51 years old and you were planning on collecting it at age 60, well, then you're out. You know, they won't let you sign up for the program because you have to be able to contribute 10 years worth, and you have to pay it in the year in which it applies, and you can't pay in advance. And so I encourage Ma'am Minnie to go ahead and sign up, you know, because we're getting close to that 50-year mark. She's not 50. She probably wouldn't appreciate me telling you her age, right? No, she doesn't really care. She doesn't really mind if you guys know how old she is. Cha Ram is here. God Repair is hanging in there with us. And who else did I see step in here to the chat? Rona Cease, Mildred, Bad.TV is here. And Charmaine's the big winner tonight, along with Anna G. That's great. All right, so I realize how difficult it is for a lot of people to grab a few extra pesos and make that voluntary contribution. Trivia question: the island of Bohol before the Spanish came was the disappearing island because the Muslim slave traders missed it. What was the name of the island? Hint: capital of Bohol. Is it Tagbilaran? I really don't know. Is Tagbilaran the capital of Bohol? Do I win anything, Mike? I only know Alona Beach. Des says Tagbilaran. Oh, what prize do we get? All right, that was fun. Thank you. That was fun, Mike. Guys, I got to tell you something. If you even have any spare change that you could go sign up for Social Security services here in the Philippines even if you have to do it voluntarily, please take advantage of the opportunity to do that. It is a savings account so that you can be, Pacquiao Mertz is here. I told him about the August giveaway you're going to be having, Mertz. Listen, I want to tell you guys something. I talk about the God voice a lot. Listen, I have to admit something to you, right? I hear voices in my head. A lot of people do, that I don't know if I'm psychotic or not, if it's a result of psychosis, but this has been happening my entire life, just about my entire life. I've been hearing voices in my head telling me what to do, but are they telling me to do bad things? No, they tell me to do good things. So if you have this thing where you hear the voice in your head, I call it the God voice. As long as it's telling you good things to do, then I don't see a problem with you not doing it, but don't do negative things, don't try and depress the negative thoughts in your brain, and go for the good. But I call it the God voice. I don't know what you call it, but that's what it is to me. And it tells me sometimes things to do. And so I'll just be like hanging around, and all of a sudden the voice hits me. It says, go do this, do it now. And then I just go do it. And it's never failed me. It has yet to fail me. And so I call it the God voice. And so there you go. And so sometimes you guys are going to get a message from me, and it will say, the God voice said to do this. I don't mind sharing it with you, that this happens, right? And so if I probably am crazy, but that's the way it goes. All right. So you have a couple of people that are going to be having giveaways. Actually, a lot of people. And I'll tell you what, do not be shy. Some of you, there are a couple of you, right, that will not ask me directly for sponsorship opportunities because you don't want to be rejected. I understand that, but it's better to put something straightforward in front of my face instead of going the long way around. I probably won't see it. I probably will miss the opportunity. If one or two or three of you or somebody is having some kind of a giveaway and you want me to participate in that, then you ask me directly. And the answer could be yes, the answer could be no. It could be I don't know answer. I really don't know. But you have to ask so that I know that something is going on. If you don't ask, then you don't get. That's what I learned in life. If you don't ask, you don't receive. I'm not a good guesser at what's going on in your life. I'm not a good guesser. I don't presume anything, right? I don't make presumptions about what's going on in people's lives. So anyway, we'll be going to Manila. And right now I'm looking at a little bit higher end place, somebody that has the free breakfast, that's fully staffed, that pamper you and, all that other crap. I know I don't need it, I don't need it, but it's been a while. It's been a while since Mammy and I have pampered ourselves in one of those nice places. Like I said, this is a spectacular place. They're very nice people here. But I'm not talking about a budget-friendly place. What I'm talking about is something that's a little bit higher end, that has a reputation for being a little bit higher end, like the Manila Bay Hotel. They're on the list, the Manila Bay Hotel. I probably would go to the Lotus. I probably would go to Citadines. I probably would go to. No, I can't afford the Hilton. I cannot afford the Radisson Blu. I mean, those are twice the nightly fee. Remember, we're going to cover 2 weeks. I think my budget is floating somewhere quite expensive. That package, Dan. Yeah, and so because there kind of is no in between. I mean, if there were an in between, I'm trying to think of what hotel would be in that category of being not, well, it's a high budget. It's a matter of, yeah, it's a matter of perspective for sure. You know, um, but I'm just confessing, we'll probably do something nice like that. I suppose that, not a Red Doors, but what's the other one called? The Red something, right? No, not the Red Roof Inn. No, 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 that's in the States. Might even be in Canada. Uh, anyway, it's one of the hotel names. It's going to be in the Red something. It's in the middle, right? Or the Go Hotel. It's somewhere in the middle, right? But I want to be. I want to be. It's amazing, the elevation in service that you get for an extra 500 pesos per day, per night. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm struggling with it. Landers is here. How's it going? Is that Sir Luke? Is Landers Sir Luke? How are you feeling these days? Thanks for coming to the live. So yeah, I'm thinking that I want to bump it up a notch. Sir Luke is in the house. So that anyway, that's what we're going to shoot for. And we may end up in the Red Roof Inn or something like that, or we may end up in the Manila Bay Hotel. I like the Manila Bay, right across the street from the embassy. Free breakfast. They do a great job. They give you that free breakfast. That's a nice room, always clean and comfortable, beautiful staff. And, the price is going down. The price is going down. And I think probably it's because occupancy is going down. It's off season right now. So, Mertz, member for 3 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We're trying to push out. The big push is on, Mertz, to get people to watch the ads so I can get the last $5 of that $100 so that I can get paid by YouTube. And then once I have it in the bank account, I'll be sharing it with this group right here. And so you guys help me get it. It's your money. Actually, it's your money. So you should be willing to go in there, watch the videos, watch the ads all the way through. Dan gets paid so you can get paid. And then we'll do it again. And it took a little bit longer than I thought in order to get that first $100. I'm going to admit it. Crystal's Adventure, 2-month member. Hoorah! Crystal's Adventure, thank you so much for your dedicated membership. I truly appreciate it. All right, so tonight, what's on the agenda for tonight? Because it is Friday night here in the Philippines. And I think they're wrapping up the 4th of July in the States, if I'm not mistaken. They're wrapping up the 4th of July. Whoa, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That's going to help. That's going to help. Lander 1 through 5 is here. Okay. All right. Lander 1 through 5 makes it kind of easy. And I did give you a jacket so you won't be sticking out like such a sore thumb there. So tonight, here's what we're doing. So in case any of you are hanging around, right? if you're there are 31 million people in the house, right? Because there's one more chance to win. I'm sure that's one reason why you're here. But here's where Man Minnie and I will be. So in one of the videos we put our friend Emmeline in there. And Emmeline is going to be with us tonight. She's fun to hang out with. 34 million people here. We're going to be picking the last winner of the night for Pesos 200. But Emmeline and Man Minnie and I, when we get together, it is a hoot. We're going to get a bucket of booze, and we're going to be at the old El Gecko on Mango. Now, some of you across from the Jollibee, you remember the old? I don't know what it's called now. I'm old school. I have no idea what it's called now. But across from Jollibee there in Mango is the old El Gecko. And it had nothing to do with geckos in Angeles City. They weren't the same owner. But this place has changed hands several times, right? So I don't know what it's called now. But this owner is very professional. He's running a very professional, a very, very nice place. So we're going to be there throwing back a few San Miguel lights tonight. I'm a lightweight tonight. I'm putting down some coffee. Oh, Pinky Gray is here. Hi, Pink. Are you going live tonight? She's a member for 3 months. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate your membership. 37 million people in the house. And within the next 5 or 10 minutes, we're going to be selecting our final winner of the evening, pesos 200 in your GCash. Take that in your GCash. I loaded it up today just for you. Cha Ram hanging in there. Presi Manzanero is here and here and here and here. Luis just say you can use this to buy a cup of coffee. And what's your favorite donut over at Krispy Kreme? But if you try and buy a Dunkin', they're going to kick you out of the place, Luis. They know about you. They know about you and Dunkin'. I wouldn't be caught dead in a Krispy Kreme. No way. No way, Jose. Shane is here. And Luis, like I said, you're on your own. You're on your own if you win. Pressy Manzanero would never ever go walking into a Krispy Kreme if I asked her to go in and eat at a Dunkin'. She would never do it. She would never betray me. All right. So now you know the whole plan for tonight too. So if you're near the old El Gecko and Mango, right there across the street from Jollibee, it's kind of hidden. If you're going one way towards Osmina Circle, and you're in that Mango area. Yesterday, my cough is okay now. Man, Minnie and I have it. We have it. I don't have it as bad as Minnie does. She's taking medication. You'll do a live later. Okay. All right. Pinky Gray's going to be up. Don't miss the show. Sorry. I love Krispy Kreme. I'm not a fan of Dunkin'. Listen, to each their own. To each their own. I enjoy the hell out of making fun of you though over it. Go to Pinky Ray's channel. She is fun. She's doing vertical streaming. Hey, don't get me in that conversation of vertical versus horizontal. No. This is a family show. Dan is not going there. I'm not allowed to talk about that stuff. Yeah, she's fighting the cold and the cough. It's going in a circle. Like I'm feeling like, oh, here comes the sniffles back again. And so we're heavily medicated, but we just go over to the pharmacy around the corner. What is it? The 36 pharmacy or whatever it's called. The one that's open 24 hours a day. Yeah, that one. And they hook us up. Alyssa is here. Oh, wait. I need to give you a jacket. You cannot go by me unnoticed. And then who else is here? So Alyssa's taken care of. All right. When you are in Manila, go to Timmy's for donuts and coffee. Okay, I'm going to look that up. All right, Timmy's. I got it in my head. Timmy's for coffee and donuts. Okay, it sounds great. All right, so yeah, if you have a suggestion about 40 million people in the house, if you have a suggestion about where we can stay also in Manila, Mike, PM me. Send me a little love. Any of you, send me a little bit of love and tell me where we should be staying when we're in Manila. We're going to be hanging around with our friends in Manila and Brother Manuel. Now, I've talked about Brother Manuel before. We met him many, many years ago. I don't know how many years. He says 10. I think it's 15. We met a long time ago when he was working at the Starbucks at Robinson's Place Mall, right there in Ermita, right across the street from, what's the name of the Eurotel? The Notel Eurotel. A place that I would like to avoid if I can, but I have stayed there before, I'll admit. No, I haven't stayed there as a short timer. I've stayed there as a long timer. Don't get any rumors started about me, okay? No, we don't do, we try not to do short time hotels, but people have told me that, Dan, the I Hotel in Angeles is a short time hotel. Oh, Journey's here. Hi, Journey. John D in the house. Pacquiao May is here. All right, so you know the rules on this final poll, right? The final random selection of the number. It's randomized. And so that means when I put start in the chat, you only get one guess. No ninjas, no anything, just one guess, one person, one vote, right? Amothea, D. So you're in this, right? You're in this. You're allowed to guess. Anybody who's here in the chat can guess, but you could only guess one time. And I will be putting start and then stop. And if you're in between there and you're the first person to select the randomized number that Google generates between 1 and 50, then you win the 200 pesos. It's as simple as that. I like simple. Keep it simple, right? So that's what I like to do. So now we're going to do the final guess, because like I said, Mammy and I are getting ready to party tonight. We're going to head over to, not Philly Willie's. Philly's is further down the street. That's the sports bar. No, we're not going that far down into Mango. We're going to be not where that new nightclub is and all that loud music. We're going to have live music, all right. It's going to be at the old El Gecko. Some of you have seen it in old videos of, what was his name? Overstay Road, right? You know, the guy that used to have 2 wives, Overstay Road, now he's down to 1. I don't know why, you know. He stopped drinking, so we don't expect to see him there. But he does live in one of the provincial areas here in Cebu. So it'd be nice to run into. We keep missing him. Marco, we keep missing him when we come to Cebu and when he goes to Thailand. Sometimes we miss him by mere minutes. One time he was hanging out at the corner bar cafe that's on the walking street, underneath the walking street sign, and we missed him by mere minutes, you know. And it would have been nice to buy him a soda water or a beer. He's just a very entertaining fellow, you know, and he served our country a couple of times in all kinds of different capacities. And I would just like to buy him a soda water or whatever his favorite libation is, just to say thank you to him, you know. And to hear a few stories, you know, would be nice. But now, okay, see this finger? This is the finger that's going to do it. Yes, today, right? So last poll of the evening at 1 hour and 15 minutes into this live, using all data, and we've only had a couple of interruptions, which I'm happy with. So we didn't buffer only, but a couple of times for a couple seconds. I'm very pleased. So I'm generating the number using this finger right here. Between 1 and 50. I have the number. I'm putting start in the chat. And so fire it up and start guessing. Do 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 do. Stop is coming up. Stop is coming up. Okay, I couldn't see. It went by really fast. You know I'm going blind in this eye. That's why I've got this visual. Sometimes I wear the sunglasses because the sunglasses actually work as blue blockers. Blue light blockers is what they call. Sir Luke. Let's see if you won, Sir Luke. So in between the start and the stop, and you tell me who won, or if we have to draw again, or if we have to generate again. The winning number is 34. I hope you can see it there. The random generated number is 34, and I will give a few minutes for the chat to catch up with me, or me to catch up with the chat, to see if you can tell me who the winner is, or if we have one. No, Charmaine, no, the rule was you can only win once. You can only win once. So if you already won, no, you can only win once. You have to sit out, repeats. So No. Sorry, guys. Charmaine already won one. Second is God Repairs. God Repairs is next. God Repairs. All right, God Repairs. Looks like God Repairs is the winner. All right, I'm giving you 10 seconds. Anime, is God Repairs the absolute winner? Charmaine isn't eligible because she already won, and we're trying to spread the wealth tonight. God Repairs. Okay, it's God Repairs. God Repairs, you know, I need your GCash number. Even though you think I should have it, I don't. You're the winner tonight. So here's our three winners. Let's recap. All right, gotcha. That's okay, Sir Dan. Just like, what? You were just playing. Oh, well, you're a good player. That's what I have to say about that, Charmaine. All right, let's go over it. The first winner early on was Anna G for 200. The second winner was Charmaine for 200. The third and final winner of 200 pesos is God Repairs. What? I had some people join in late, but I want to make sure you guys get a jacket. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose customers here. Please, guys, go in there and please, if you wouldn't mind, watch a few videos with commercials on them. The longer, the better, right? So that we can get that final $5 in the bank from YouTube, right? Because we want to be able to share out that $100. 33 million people. See, I already lost a whole bunch of you. You're deserting me already. You're deserting me. Just me is here. Just me is in the house, added as moderator. Okay. So you have a jacket. Let's see. Iris, do you have one? Did I already give you one? Yeah. Okay. So you guys should all be taken care of. If not, let me know and we'll take care of it later. Let's see, Dan, have you been invited to a Filipino wedding yet? Yes, and we weren't able to make it because we were here. Yep, and it was a beautiful wedding of our friend Thame. How do you say her name? Thamus? Yeah. Her name is Thamus and her husband, and she's brilliant. He's not so bad himself, but she's brilliant. A wonderful person, very intelligent, and she's been helping us meander through a couple of paperwork issues. She operates a computer in the Philippine system, the bureaucratic meandering thing beautifully. And so we call her and she will come and assist us. If you need her help, she will help you also. Getting passports resolved and visas and all kinds of tax returns, all kinds of things. Thank you so much, Filipina Raquel, with 500 pesos. Man, that goes a long way. We really appreciate it. Viking Gaming is here. Viking Gaming, we're adding you as a moderator also. Folks, feel free to stop by anytime. We'll see you on the next live stream. I'm getting this money out to the winners ASAP. If I miss you, if you don't get it in the next 15 minutes, please send me a message. PM me right away. Everybody in here, they know how to get a hold of me. And we'll see you on the next live. Man, Minnie, do you want to come over and say hello or goodbye or come on over? Man, Minnie is going to make an appearance. Yay! Here she is.
Hi,
Man, Minnie is here.
How are you?
All right, you guys.
Good night.
Jalen.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the next one. Yanarine, Mengate, Lorraine Pajadas, thanks so much for being here. Crystal's Adventure, bye-bye. And Ate Minnie, hello.
Hi.
Viking Gaming.
Hi, everybody.
Filipina Raquel, Mike married.
Hi, Raquel.
Minnie. Oh, yeah. Minnie, give Dan a kiss. He wants to see you kiss me right here on the cheek.
You're the one that kiss me.
You're the one that kisses me. There you go. Thanks so much, Mike. We'll see you guys.
Mike.
We'll see everybody later. Bye-bye. We're out of here. We got party.